Hello everyone, how are you? Escape the Maze, part 22. Bonjour to my one French subscriber out there. How you all getting on? I trust you all well and going moment to moment, day to day, and not letting everything sort of like creep into you and get on top of you. Not worth it. We've got to expand out. So welcome to Escape the Maze. Like I say, part 22, and this one will follow on from part 21 when we were talking about thought forms. A lot of people will be waking up in the mornings, and feeling dumped, feeling energy out of them. Like it's been taken away from them and they're finding it hard to get going. Obviously with all the programming what's going on in people's heads, they're starting to come in and they start to believe that, and then the energy go down. So we have to counteract that, like I said in the last video, with thought forms. And this video will be when we go into dream world, and to protect ourselves in dream world, and then when we come back from dream world we're energized with what we've done. But we've got to allow ourselves, in the knowledge of who we are, that we're much greater than what we've been taught to believe we are. So what it is that when you go into dream world and you're aware of this, basically what you'll be doing is shaking hands with yourself. The spirit will come into you. We've got to allow ourselves to, in terms of expansion, feel that we're much more bigger. So this is a protection video for you in dream world, to recharge and to come back with a different point of view or a different perspective on what's going on. Out there, they think that they've got everything covered because they can get to you with their television, their radios, the internet, all the electrical, what you use, they can get to you and pump in these thought forms into you, and then you believe the narrative, what they've got set up through their electronics. All your celebrities are in on it, all your sports, all in on it, you know, so they're all, because you like them, you trust them, and then they can program you without you even knowing it. Just do this, just do that. This is what happens in this battle, this war. We've been so unaware of what's going on, they've gained traction over a long time, long period, to just keep on reinforcing what they've always done. And that's to keep you unaware of who you are, so that they can have their dirty way with you in the long run. But it's getting really type serious now. So dream world, I'm on my own unique experience here. All right, this is my unique story. You'll have your own unique story. Everyone think that they're right and wrong about certain aspects. This is you. You are a unique being on a unique search for who you are, so that you can do your work in there, manifest that into reality. That's your unique journey. My unique journey, a long time ago, I started getting into dream world and not being an open frequency for anything to jump into me, so that I could be programmed within that dream world and come into manifest that into reality, you know. So if we're not unaware of that, that's what happens. So when I go to sleep at night, or when I'm going into the sleep pattern of going into my journey, the other realm's journey, you have to quieten down. At the beginning, you have to quieten down the noise in the inside of you, in that head, screaming at you. Everything's just ticking over and that's coming at you, these thought forms, and it's hard to quieten it down. But it takes time, it takes practice, this does. This doesn't happen overnight. You have to be determined to break through certain barriers what have been laid into you to stop you attaining what you need to shake hands with to bring back with you. All right, when I go into dream world, I get in contact with my ancestors. Now it's very important when you do this protection work to really get into it, because if you don't, then you can bring back certain things what you don't want, what's attached to you, what you're doing in everyday life anyway. So this is the counteraction. So I really quieten myself down when I go into sleep world, right, beforehand. And like I said, I get in contact with my ancestors. Now your ancestors are always there. On previous videos, what I've said is it's impossible to answer a question that hasn't been imagined yet. So you've got to start expanding and asking these questions and getting in touch with certain things, what can help you. Because everything around you lays dormant until you show that you're aware of what's going on around you, the magic and help, and then it can come in to help you. All right, you've almost got to say to that, yeah, I know you're there, let's get in touch with each other, let's feel together, and then come in. And then they will do, and there'll be a big rejoicing because you have actually shown awareness of what's going on around you at a zoomed out perspective. All right, so when I go into Sleep World, I always ask for protection, always. And my visuals of protection is shields going around me, all around me, and they sort of fence me off, you know, so that my field cannot be, nothing can come into my field. They plug all the gaps around me, so that therefore my energetic field will become more and more pure with what I introduce into it. All right, so it's about getting to know the ancestors, your ancestors, but you want your good ancestors. All right, so all the bad goes, all the good comes to you. So the shields go on around you. This is my unique experience. You build your one for you. All right, so the shields go around me, and then I am protected when I'm going into my state of dream world. Right, so they'll protect me. The second part of what I do, we call it return to sender. All right, now when I do return to sender, I get visuals on this as well. Right, the return to sender is this: if you've got attachments through everyday life, what you live out there, or coming into the physical, or you haven't done clean out work, what we call it, from the energetic, from dream world, from the subconsciousness, you've got all this clinging to you. Right? And that's just feeding on you. That's just feeding on your energy, and you're unaware of this. So you're going to tell them that you are aware of this by return to sender. Now, return to sender is a pure intention thought that you're feeling that you have. And what it is for me is that with return to sender, I recognize that I've got all bad intentions, thought forms, creating an energy field around me and feeding off of me. Now I want to clear that out. So what I do, I return all of that dark, all of that weight, all of that nonsense, all of that pain, hurt, trauma, and I return that to the origins of where it come from. So what is for me, how I visualize it, is bows being struck back, releasing them, and they find their way back to the target, to the origins of where they come. It's almost like I'm not accepting the curse that you're trying to put on me. So I pull the bow back, the flame and arrows go back, and they find where that dark thought form or that origin come from, where that tries to come into you through you being unconscious. You've now become aware, and you're now sending it back. You're not accepting it. You do not consent to the curse. You do not consent to the bad images or any of that. You're aware now. So they find their origins back. And when that happens, I always say, please, you live out the reality that you wanted to attach to me. You live that out in your reality. You created that. So therefore you live it out. I do not need that lesson in my life. I do not need that in me. You take it, you created it, now you have that back for you. And I do that with love. I send it back to the origin of where it come from with love. And the arrows flying over it of all the bad images and attachments going back and finding the origins of where they come from. All the time doing this, get in contact with your ancestors as you're doing it, and just make sure and start get to know them. Start get to know all of this. Later on, when I get in there, I start giving my love to Creator and creation. I apologise for being unaware. Now I'm aware. Now that we're here, we're going to start fixing this. We're going to start fixing this reality, this realm, and all the kingdoms, the animal kingdoms, the sea, the air. We're here now. We're going to take this realm back, and we're going to fix it. Get in contact with the Creator, get in contact with the realms, allow yourself to expand into in a realization that you're much more than what you've been told. All of this it's all waiting for you to contact that. And it's just like I say, laying dormant. Another thing what I do on my journey is this vessel, this body, is waiting also for you to get in contact with it. So you can direct everything around your body. What I do is I ask the body to cell regenerate. So every cell in me regenerates. So it flicks up to its higher power of vibration in there. I ask for my vibrationary within inside of me, the energy vibration inside of me, to raise it up at a certain pitch so you can be accelerated through the realms. So every cell in your body is now under your command. You command your body to raise up your vibrations to allow you to absorb as much as what you can absorb on your travels, okay? So all the while you're still in contact, when you're doing this, with your ancestors, still in contact with the kingdoms, Creator, and everything around you becomes alive, all right? Also, what I do, the element of love will come to you. Ask for the element of love to introduce yourself to you, because that's why your vibrationary pitch, cell-wise within you, needs to be pitched up, so that the element of love can come into you and fill you up. How I visualise this is a blue orb coming towards me and filling my body up. Now this is not done overnight. This took me a long time. So at the beginning, just concentrate on the ancestors. Concentrate on the protection work of the ancestors. Concentrate on visualisation of you getting protected around you and getting in contact with the ancestors and getting to know them. This is all out there for you people. This is all out there for us. All right, the energy is all around us to absorb. So concentrate on certain segments, put them together. The protection work at the beginning when you're going into dream world. Really concentrate on that for a while, night after night after night. And then you get into the return to sender work. You know, return everything to the origins of where it come from. That's not yours. It wasn't yours in the first place. Your unawareness allowed it to attach to you. So send it with love back to the origin. Allow them to live that out, what they wanted for you to live out. Don't take the curse. So return to sender. Then after that, like you say, work on getting in contact with Creator and creation and feel the energy fill you up. This is what happens in dream world. This is where the realms are all there to be explored. And then the element of love. Concentrate on the element of love and allowing that to come into you. And then your perceptions of everything change. A chemistry changes within you. Your DNA memory within inside the blood sparks. You are a memory. You know, your blood and the DNA strand in that is coming from memory. It's just about unlocking, allowing yourself to allow you to unlock their memories coming to you. And, you know, there will be trauma, and of course there will be. But this is what happens when we grow up, when we grow into who we are and what we are. And then when you bring all that back into this physical reality, what they call it, this manifestation, then you have the tools to start counteracting the attacks that you've been under in dream world. So it's absolutely paramount, people, that you do the protection work before you go in. You do the protection work. Allow yourself to expand in consciousness. Allow yourself to do that, because everything is dormant around you, energetically wise, unless you get in contact with it and show your awareness, that you are aware of the possibility that you are not what you've been taught that you are, and you are much more greater than that. So again, like I say, there are segments. If you want to do it all in one block, it's completely up to you. You're a unique being, do what you need with it. But if you're not breaking through the first time or second, just keep going, night after night after night. Be determined and allow yourself to counteract what's being done to you in the unseen realms. And this is how you do it. Very important. Protection, return to sender, visualize it how you do, getting in contact with creator and creation in all kingdoms, and the element of love. Bring it to you, fill you up, recharge, and then you'll be more expansive out there in what you do. So just a video on that. I just want to relay that. That's the work that I do when I go in, so I'm not just bobbing around in the sea as a lost soul. I'm showing everything here that I have reclaimed my vessel. I'm not salvage. The pirates haven't got hold of me, and we're navigating through choppy waters back to the land where we come from. So this is the work that I do. I just want to put it out to you. It might help someone out there was feeling a little bit low, get into this work at night time and just be determined to carry it on. Just carry it on and see what happens. But good luck. I love you. Escape the maze. You take it easy, and let's not let them have their dirty ways with us anymore. Let's create back in here in the love that we are, and produce it out there and become who we are, truly are in this, and not unaware. So absolute much love to you. You take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Escape the maze. Love you. Bye-bye.